So yesterday I went and saw Impractical Jokers, the movie. Here's what I thought of it. So yesterday I went and saw Impractical Jokers, the movie. Now, if you know me, you know I absolutely love these guys. I've loved them since December 13th, 2012. When Birds and the Bees that episode aired, and Q was teaching his parents sex ed. That was when it was new, and that's when I started watching. And I remember at first I saw trailers. I'm like, these guys are just dicks. But no, I couldn't be more wrong. They are so funny. And they're gentlemen. Um, but yeah, I got hooked on the show, and I've loved it ever since season 2. They're almost on season 8. Then there's going to be a 9th season, which is pretty exciting. So, knowing that they had a movie coming, I was pumped. I was super pumped. Then, in December, they announced that it was going to be released 21st of this month by a trailer, and I was so excited. Then I saw Joe's Instagram post where he said selected, and I'm like, God damn it. Because where I live, we only have a Walmart, basically, and everything else is gone. There's nothing else. And we're basically an empty toilet bowl. We don't have shit. But, so knowing that, I'm like, oh, we're not gonna get it. And I was bummed, and then they released a list of movie theaters it was in, and of course, my theater wasn't on it, and I'm like, oh man. And then ticket sales started getting really good, and they started releasing it in even more places. And I saw a theater that's like an hour and a half away from me. We were gonna go to that because, we love the guys and support them. It means a bunch to them. And a few days ago, like Monday, Tuesday, I Googled the movie, and I saw under Showtime said it was going to be at a theater 30 minutes away from me, the place that doesn't have shit, the empty toilet bowl. So I was looking at it, and I'm like, that can't be right, because the reason why I said that can't be right is because at the time, I looked at the, list of theaters, with the updated ones, and it wasn't there. And then I saw a few days ago they updated it again, and it is there. But at the time, I'm like, that can't be right. Can't be. So I called the theater. I Googled it. I Googled the number, and this is an absolute true story, what I'm about to tell you. So I dialed the number. Dun dun dun. Woman picks up. She's like, hello, this is dun dun dun. I'm like, yes, I have a question. She goes, yes. I'm like, it says on your website that the Impractical Jokers movie is playing there. Is this true? Then there's a pause. And she goes, this is a dialysis clinic. Click. And I was just sitting there like, what the freaking hell? Why do they have... What? My mind, I was just so confused. And the funny thing is, when I went to the theater yesterday, my sister pointed out, because the movie theater's in the mall, right beside where we enter for the movie theater, dialysis clinic. I'm like, oh shit, that's probably the one I called. And I wanted to go in and apologize and be like, I'm so sorry, because she thought it was a joke. But I'm like, I wanted to apologize, but I didn't. And, I went and watched the movie, and it was hilarious. I mean, it's basically everything you'd want a movie to be about, a movie about Impractical Jokers to be about. There's ridiculous punishments, there's ridiculous challenges, gut-busting, hilarious moments. There is a good murder subplot throughout that I thought was especially funny. And there was scripted moments throughout where I thought, it's funny, like the murder subplot was scripted, And I'm like, it's funny, but it's like, I like the parts a whole lot better where they're just being themselves on the show, and it was just so funny. And then it started out, which I thought was okay. It started out in the 90s when they were teenagers, and there's something that happens that sets the whole movie in motion. And I thought that was alright. It wasn't the best, it wasn't worst either. Thinking about it, if I watched it again, I might like it better, because it was funny. The flashback ended very funny. And, we got to see them as quote-unquote teenagers. And why I say that is because if you've seen the trailers, with them wearing wigs, they're running out of, a stadium or whatever you want to call it, and they're running out, and they are wearing wigs. That's part of the flashback. See, why I said they're quote-unquote teenagers is because Q and Sal both had their beards. And I'm like, that's like, they're not teenagers. But I recently thought, I have a friend named Jesse, best friend of mine, brother to me. He had a beard since high school. So I'm like, possible, I guess. I mean, if Jesse had it, why the hell not Brian and Sal? But, yeah, I thought it was funny the way they looked, because it's like, they look so ridiculous. But it's like, that was the point, and it was just, seeing them as teenagers was great. I liked seeing them as teenagers. But, yeah, like I said, there's a lot of good stuff in here in the movie. There's a part with Murr that this is the most embarrassed he's ever been, and I can maybe see why. I mean, this is including stuff they did to him on the show. I mean, this is the guy who lost Stir Pie 5 Joe. This is the guy who was forced to nude model for an art class, who was forced to get a colonoscopy. Now it'll come to me. What's the word? Where you stick the finger up your ass, the doctor does, not your friend. Because that wouldn't be good. And piercings and all this other stuff. And he said this was the most uncomfortable he's been on, to do with the show. And I watched it. I'm like, yeah, I can see it. But, yeah, it was funny. There's a lot of good moments in here, like I said. There is so many good surprises in here. There's one big celebrity that I did not see coming. I'm not going to spoil it, but they are near the end of the movie, where one of the Jokers walks by a cafe, or like a diner, or whatever you want to call it. And there's somebody sitting at an end of the table that's right beside the glass. Pay attention to that area, because you'll be surprised. I'm not going to say any more about it, but yeah. And yeah, it was a really good movie, and actually, I took pictures at the theater yesterday, like me standing beside the poster doing a goofy look. I'll post it somewhere in here. And me in the theater waiting for the movie to start, which I'll also post somewhere around here. But, I've gotten likes on that photo from both Sal and Murr, which I'll obviously show a picture here. And that's exciting, and it's so cool because I've gotten a like or some kind of response from every one of the Jokers at least once. I've gotten a few likes and responses from Murr on Twitter and Facebook, and then I got a few likes. I got a like from Joe on a thank you note I sent to him, sent all the guys. When I got my autograph poster, I'll put it somewhere around here. And I got Sal liked mine, that I wrote to him. And then I got back to Joe. I got a reply from him once or twice on Twitter. And late last year, I finally got the one Joker I needed some kind of response from, which was Q. And he liked my tweet about me apologizing to him for what they did to him in the Universal episode. And that was, that was awesome. I got some kind of response from all of them. So it was awesome. Thank you guys if you're watching. So that's what I thought of the movie. And if you love the show, you are gonna love Impractical Jokers, the movie.